All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Rebecca, and welcome to my channel. Today, I want to talk to you about how I use Ayurveda to help heal and integrate after plant medicine ceremonies. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is I'm just going to give you a little bit of a background about what is Ayurveda and a couple of the other ideas that we have in Ayurveda to help you kind of understand where I'm coming from. And then I'm also going to teach you guys or guide you guys in how you can improve your immune system or what you can do to improve your health and keep yourself healthy after an intense ceremony and during this integration process. So I'll jump into it. The first thing is, for anybody who doesn't know what Ayurveda is, I'll just quickly give a definition. Ayurveda is a Sanskrit word. Ayur means knowledge or to study. Veda means life. So it's a study or knowledge of life. And it's a spiritual science that originated in ancient India like over 5,000 years ago. And World Health Organization recognizes it as one of the main health systems. It's widely used around the world, especially in India. And I've been using it for the last 10 years to help heal my life. Now in Ayurveda, we recognize that there's 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. These elements make up everything, including ourselves. But not just the elements, but actually the qualities of the elements. Now within these elements, there's also 3 doshas. Now the doshas are a combination of some of the energies, which is vata, which is air and ether, pitta, fire and water, and kapha, earth and water. So everybody is a combination of these 3 doshas. Some people have more pitta, or more vata, or more kapha. Now when these doshas are in balance, you are just like a healthy person in mind, body, and spirit. There's no digestive issues, no emotional problems, and you're just like you're thriving in life. When you have an imbalance of these energies, then you start to have symptoms, or sometimes people call disease, which we would be like a dis-ease in the body. For example, if you have a vata imbalance, then that's when you have this extra amount of cold, light, mobile energy in you, which causes symptoms such as constipation, dryness in the body, cold and fatigued. And when there's extra movement in the mind, it causes insomnia and anxiety. Extra movement in the body causes like tics and tremors and moving pain, and so just kind of like it makes the hormones irregular, and just has any type of like extra movement. So during a plant medicine ceremony, for example, it is very common that people can have a vata imbalance from that. Even though they're very powerful and very healing, and they can give you a lot of information, a lot of downloads, or a lot of connection to truth, connection to heart center, connection to the spirit world. I believe that we're spirit and living in a human body. And when you take these plant medicines, it helps you to really realize that and to really feel that connection and to see how beautiful everything is when you can just, when you really feel that love and gratitude. So, yeah, I just seen a lot in my years living here. There's a lot of plant medicine ceremonies actually that happen here, all kinds of plant medicine ceremonies, and I've gone to a lot of them as well. And I see after the ceremony, there's a lot of people who have like a lot of prana, a lot of vata energy. They're really excited, they're really creative, they're full of love, and then sometimes that goes into feeling kind of tired, feeling depleted. Sometimes they get parasites, their digestive system's off, they get gas and bloated. These are the types of things that are like extra vata energy. And this happens during the ceremony because during the ceremony, we increase these other energies that are really important to Ayurveda. So like the 3 vital essences are PRANA, tejas, and OJAS. That is the energy that sustains our body and mind. Is responsible for our circulatory system, our respiratory system, and our nervous system. Without prana, we have no life. Tejas is the radiant energy that is responsible for our mental clarity, our digestion, and our metabolism. It is like the energy in our mind that allows us to see the truth. And then OJAS is the vital energy that gives us physical strength and well-being. It's what allows us to keep our immune system strong and just to feel overall balanced and stable. So during a ceremony, you take this medicine and it is increasing the prana in your life, in your body, and you become, it's a very etheric experience. You're going into like the spirit world for hours and hours. And sometimes in certain ceremonies, like this ayahuasca ceremony, you can have 1 drink or 2 drinks or sometimes even 3 drinks throughout the night, and each time is activating the DMT experience. And so each time you're kind of going deeper into the spirit world or having this a very etheric experience. And this etheric experience, also other things are happening. You're moving a lot of energy. There's a lot of extra movement. You're moving traumas and things are no longer needed in your life. And sometimes you need to vomit this stuff out. Sometimes you need to purge through the back end. Sometimes you're purging through your crying. So there's a lot of energy release, a lot of movement. So this increases the prana. And I believe also that mental clarity that we get, that truth, that knowing, I think that's a part of increased tejas as well. So like in a regular day, you can do things to increase your tejas and to increase your mental clarity. But I think during plant medicine, it's like a next level. And through that mental clarity, with connecting to your heart center, that's when you get some deep, deep truths. But because in a ceremony, then your prana and your tejas are so high, your OJAS just naturally is lower. So it's not that the plant medicine is bad, it's so intense, it's so much that your OJAS it goes down lower. So then you have an instability in your energy, which causes you can become depleted. And this is exactly how I felt yesterday. I mean, my ceremony went on even after the ceremony was happening, like my experience. And when I got home at like 11 o'clock in the morning, I was still having an experience. And I was also very, very, very tired from working so hard and having so much release for the whole night. But I already knew that it was going to be very crucial to take care of myself in the next days. So I had prepared my house and I prepared food, and I had some other things lined up for myself. And these are the things I want to share with you right now. So how to build your OJAS, okay? After a plant medicine ceremony, how to make sure that you stay healthy is one thing you can do is sticking to the same diet that you had before the ceremony. So a clean diet and just real food. And then you can eat some other foods that are really nourishing and grounding, like sweet potatoes, for example, root vegetables, making like a stew or a soup where it's hydrating with digestive spices, using cumin and ginger and fennel. So staying hydrated and eating a healthy diet is really important. I had prepared some basmati rice, I had papaya, I had other fruit for myself, I had soaked mung beans so I can make some mung bean soup and mung bean burgers. I had some eggs, some organic eggs, so I had a whole bunch of really building food that I was able to eat the next day. Another thing that you can do to build your OJAS is staying in that connection with nature. So when you're having a ceremony, you are just very, very much aware that you are nature, that you're a spirit in the spirit world, and that you are nature and part of nature. And this is also part of the Ayurvedic lens, is that actually in Ayurveda, they say that one of the primordial causes of disease is that we forget our true nature of spirit. Now, I didn't really get that when I first heard it, but now I get it. It's like that we actually are spirit, that we have this physical body that we need to take care of, and then we are spirit in this body. And the yoga, which is a union between mind, body, and spirit, this helps us to keep our mind and body balanced so we can have spiritual evolution. So we can evolve as a spirit as well. And through the practices of yoga, through meditation, through pranayama, through fasting, and other tools, it allows us to not be so addicted or dependent on our 5 senses, and to kind of go back within ourselves and reemerge with pure consciousness. That would be like the end goal. So we actually use yoga, which is a sister science of Ayurveda, to kind of have like the discipline and use the tools to make our body nice and flexible and strong and healthy, so that we can be in a position where we can sit and meditate without pain, and we have the health and we have the OJAS to be able to reach enlightenment. Okay, so I digressed a little bit, but coming back in, using tools of yoga is a really great way to bring, to build your OJAS. So doing asanas, like the postures of yoga, forward folds especially, this helps to reduce the vata energy. I'm just making sure my camera's on. Forward folds it helps the vata energy to go down. Avoiding too many heart openers or back bends. I mean, it's nice to do it, but also make sure you get the forward folds. Make sure you're working with the hips. Make sure you're grounding yourself. Doing some light breath work. Just if you're not used to breath work, maybe don't do breath work in these days. But if you're maybe some yogic breath where you're breathing into your belly, you're breathing into your chest and your heart, up to your chin, and then you let it all out. Just kind of like some deep breaths into the body can really help to kind of ground yourself, bring it back into the body, build your OJAS. Ujjayi breath, which is just a breath coming in and out from the retention of the back of your throat, breathing in and out of your nose. Again, I have videos on all these things, so you can check it out if you want more information about those. And then there's self-massage, which is awesome for building OJAS. If you have a vata imbalance, so you're cold, you're tired, you have insomnia, anxiety, constipated, rambling, like too much vata energy, then a sesame oil massage is really good. Warm up the oil and then just start from head down to toe. If you're really hot, maybe your tejas is really high, your mental clarity, you're more intense still, having a coconut oil massage, some cooling energy. If you're feeling really heavy and lethargic, which probably it's not so common to have that experience after one of these experiences, but if you're just super kapha, actually with the diet, you're probably feeling pretty good right now, the kappas, because you never had dairy or the sugars or a lot of the heavy things that increase that kapha, like the heaviness. But if you do, then like a dry brush massage is good for you. Maybe one oil massage, and then after that it's just stimulation and come into body. What else is great for the OJAS is spending time in nature and following the rhythms of nature. So for example, I went to bed at 8 o'clock at night. I slept the whole night through, and then I woke up naturally at 4:30 in the morning, so that I had time to journal. I made myself some tea, and then I was up for sunrise, and I did sun gazing. And that made me feel very good. I felt a lot of gratitude. I expressed my gratitude to nature and everything that was going on. I journaled more, and then I did some asanas, some more stretching, just some light stretching, not pushing myself too much, but just hip openers, forward folds, just moving my body a little bit, releasing any kind of tension that I might be holding still. And then I prepared myself a nice breakfast. So to summarize it all up, I think that Ayurveda can really support you on your daily life, with your daily routine, to help keep you healthy in mind, body, and spirit. I also believe that it's very important to use it, especially after intense moments of your life. And in this case, like plant medicine ceremonies, when your pranas and tejas are increased so much that your ojas just deplete. I also forgot that is really good for building the ojas is herbs. There's so many amazing herbs. This is nature. There's all these helpers that help us to heal. So that we take this plant medicine, and they're these teachers and these guides, and then they have all these other friends that are teachers and guides as well, and they have this DNA codes in them that help our DNA codes, and they just help to heal us. And there's certain herbs that are adaptogenic herbs that just really help to boost our immune system. For example, ashwagandha, shatavari, maca. Are some of the herbs that I have in my kitchen, and not all herbs are the best for each person. Like there's recommendations. For example, ashwagandha it's a little bit heating for pittas. But if you would like to know more about like this, like which herbs would be best for you, what type of massage, maybe what type of yoga asanas, what type of meditation is best for your constitution, or your prakruti, your energetic constitution, which is like your percentage of vata, pitta, and kapha. If you remember, this is what we talked about at the beginning of the video. Yeah. So if you want to know about which is best for your constitution, and just kind of have another outline or guide of how to take care of yourself after the ceremony, then just let me know, because I'm creating a PDF, and I'd be happy to send that to you. I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have an amazing ceremony, whatever ceremony you're choosing to do, and that you're doing it with a professional or someone that is guiding you and to hold space for you, because it's really important to, when you enter into the spirit world, to have people that can help guide you and protect you, and also that you enjoy the process of self-healing after and taking care of yourself, because there's absolutely nothing more important than self-love and self-care. Because if you can take care of yourself, if you can love yourself enough to take care of yourself, you're cultivating that love, and then you'll have that capacity to bring in love from everybody else and to love other people. That's what I really truly believe, is that love is the most important thing, and to show it to ourselves. And through this process of awakening through the plant medicines, I think that's one of the lessons that most people are having the awareness of, is that love is so important. So if you'd like to, one other thing, yeah, and if you'd like to know more about like Ayurveda and what your Prakriti is, and your Vikriti is, what your energetic constitution is, and what your imbalance is, I also do consultations online. So if you want to try that out with me, again, just send me a message and I can send you a booking link to book in a consultation with me, because it's really fun to learn about what energies you are, and it can be really empowering then to start making choices to find that balance in your life. I have been on this journey for like over 10 years with the Ayurvedic journey, and I just absolutely love it so much. And I recommend it, even if you're on other healing journeys, that Ayurveda is a beautiful medicine that can integrate with anything. Okay, take care.